If the people do not wear masks, then what will happen?
Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will an animated project about coronavirus in Scratch 3. If you haven't downloaded it yet, you can find the link to downloading it in the description box below as well as the first comment. So now let's start. When we open the program, we can find that by default, we have a cat. In this project, we do not want the cat, so we can delete it. Now, click on Paint Backdrop. And now, I'm going to choose a blue color here. Click on Fill, Convert to Bitmap, and click on the stage. Now you can see that your stage is in blue color. Now go to Fill, and now click on T, which indicates text. And you can type, if the people do not wear mask, do not wear mask. Then give a comma and then click on the bottom portion and increase the size. This looks fine. I'm gonna bring it a little down. Okay. Now a little below, again type, then what will happen? Okay. And increase the size. And this is done. I'm just going to increase the size of this also. Place it in between and a little. Okay, this looks fine. For this, copy, paste. Okay, then place it below. Okay, done. If the people do not wear masks, then what will happen? So this is what we've done. Okay, this is fine. Now, let's go to code. Okay. Before that, I would like to make it a little more light in color. So, okay, this is fine. Fill the inner letters. Okay. Then go to code. go to events, when flag clicked, then go to looks and switch backdrop to backdrop 2. Okay, let's just check backdrop 2, right. So this means that when this flag is clicked, it will move on to backdrop 2, which is this backdrop. Okay, and then go to add an extension, text to speech, speak. If the people do not wear mask, then what will happen? Okay. Right. And then set voice to auto. Okay. So now let's check how it has come so far.
If the people do not wear mask, then what will happen?
Okay, it's come correct. Now, okay. So now let us go to backdrops. Choose a backdrop. Urban. So I'm gonna take urban backdrop, and then looks. Switch backdrop to urban. Okay. Now go to events. When flag clicked, then go to control, repeat. Repeat 10, and then go to sound, set volume to 50%, take off this 100 and write 50. And then now let's go to sound, choose a sound, go to loops, and then okay, so I'm going to take chill. This is my sound. Then play sound chill until done. Now let's check.
If the people do not wear mask, then what will happen?
Okay, so this is how it has to come. Now choose a sprite. I have already downloaded a sprite from the net, so I'm going to upload that sprite, and I have saved it as images. Yes. Now go to costumes, click on eraser, and erase these excess portions. So all these white portions, we do not want that. So let's erase it. Okay. So now I have erased it. Now what we need to do is click on fill, click on this, and click on this. Okay. And then click on circle, outline. Okay. And drag your mouse. Now level it well. Now my thickness. I'm going to give it 38. Okay, I think it's fine. So, yes, this is my image here. Okay. Now, after we have done this, we need to give this a few instructions. So now let's do that. For that, go to events, when flag clicked, then go to motion, go to X and Y, I'll just enlarge it so that you can see it clearly. And let's take out this 93 and write 20. And y is 29. And then go to looks and show. Right? Now go to events. When backdrop switches to urban, our smiley should hide. Okay. Now we have given this instruction so far, and now let's change the size of our smiley from 100 to 40. Okay.
If the people
Now I'll give it a 50. 50 should be fine. Okay. I think 50 is fine. So let it be 50. Okay. Now let's check how it has come.
If the people do not wear masks, then what will happen?
Okay. So far it has come correct. Now choose a sprite. Abby. Then I'm going to choose Averi. Averi walking. Then I'm going to choose D. Yeah, D is done. And then character. Yeah, I'll choose character 1. Okay, now let's resize everything. 60. 60. 60. 60. Now everything's resized. This should be here. Everything. Okay, so we have done so much. Now what we should do is click on characters 2, then go to costumes, and now take this, choose your favorite color. I'm gonna take purple color. Yes, this color. This color should do. Now let's draw a mask. Okay. Now, before that, convert to bitmap. Okay. And 20. And I'm gonna give it 10. That should do. Yes. Now let's draw a mask. This color seems too dark, so I'm just going to lighten it. Okay, so now we have drawn a mask. Now click on a random color. Click on circle, outline, and draw a circle. Okay. Now let's make the color. Now I'm gonna give the thickness. It's 30. Okay. Now it's done. So now we have made a border for its character. Okay. Now let's go to D. Okay. Now click on print. Now we are going to make the infection such that this D is coughing. Okay. So now the infection is going to spread. I'm just going to make random dots. I'm just going to convert to bitmap. Okay. Now I'm going to reduce the size to 7 and now make some dots. It should look realistic, that's why we are doing this. This is fine. Now go to DC. A few big dots and just few small dots. Just do it randomly. Now increase the size to 10. Okay. Now let's go to D. Take an eraser. I'm going to increase the size to 12. Okay. Now increase the size to 15 or 14, whatever you want, and make it. So basically here you're trying to make known that D is coughing and the infection is spreading. So that is your aim here. So make spots in that way, saying that D is coughing and he has infection, right? Okay. Okay. So this is it, and this should do. Okay. Now here also, let's make a few drops. These are the droplets of infection. Okay. So we are done here with the infection making process. Okay. Now, I think for the last E, I don't think we need to give a infection process. So let's remove that. Okay. Now let's go to AB. Now increase the pen size to 13 or 14. Now and do this. Okay. What we need to do is we need to decrease the size. Yes, this is correct. Now only make a layer on this one side like this. Okay, now we have done so much. Next, let's go to Averi walking and make a shield over Averi like this.
Kiwi?
Okay, now we have drawn a border for Averi also. So now what we have to do next? Okay, now we have completed Averi. Let's go to D, code. Okay, now let's go to D. Let's give a little more infection. Okay. Now let's go to code. Now let's start with our coding. hide and show. When flag clicked, hide, and when backdrop switches. Now go to control, events. Let's delete this. When backdrop switches to urban, show. Okay. When backdrop switches to urban, show. Now go to looks, switch costume to DA, then motion, go to X, -170, and Y is 7. Then go to motion, move 10 steps, and control, wait 1 second. Then go to sounds, choose a sound. I'm going to choose sneeze.
2.
Sneeze 2. And play sneeze 2 until done. We'll keep this aside for a second. Now go to looks, switch costume to DEB. Okay. Now let's create a duplicate copy. Once again, a duplicate copy. Okay. Now wait 1 second. C, D. Okay. So we have done so far. Now what we need to do next is, okay friends, now we need to create a duplicate copy. This is DE. Okay. Now we need to give a small broadcast. For that, let's go to control. Yes, we need to go to, okay, now we need to go to events, broadcast message 1. Let's create a new message, that is code. Okay. And then, okay. So this is how we need to do it. Next, let's go to AB. Okay. Now, okay, now we need to click on AB, A. Okay. And when flag clicked, hide and show. Okay, and go to events, when backdrop switches to urban. Urban, then show. Okay, and now go to motion, go to X, which is 826, and Y, which is -6. Okay. Now we need to go to costumes. Okay. So now click on select, flip horizontal, because it was this direction, we need to change it to this direction. Fine. Okay, friend. So now go to code. Okay. After you have gone to code, go to looks, switch costume to ABD and go to events. When I receive message 1, now we need to click on new message 1. When I receive message 1, go to looks, switch costume to Abby A. Okay, so now we have given instructions for AB. Now let's give instructions for Abby. So for Abby, okay, so next let's give instructions for Abby. Let's click on show and hide. Okay, go to events. When flag clicked, hide. Then go to motion, go to X, minus 80 and Y, minus 121. And go to looks, go to events. When backdrop switches to urban, show. So when background switches to this urban, array will be shown. That's why we're giving this instruction. And then go to looks, switch costume to array walking C. Then go to events. When I receive message 1, go to looks, switch costume to Averi walking A. Okay, so the instructions for Averi is done. Now let's go to characters 2. So for characters, okay. So we need to go to looks. We're giving instructions for characters A, 2. So show and hide. Events. When flag clicked, show. When backdrop switches to urban. When flag clicked, hide. When backdrop switches to urban, show. Okay. So after we have done so much, what we need. Okay, so now we need to upload a sprite. I have already uploaded a sprite of code from the internet. So this is that sprite. Now we need to we need to crop. So for that, we'll take 50 and let us erase these extra edges or these extra side. Okay. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna reduce the size to 20. And this. Okay. Now let's click on circle. Click on this and I'm gonna choose which color. Okay, this should be fine. A little more. Okay. Okay, it should be a little dark. Now outline thickness is 30. Now let's draw a circle like this. Reduce the size to 20 and check. 20 is okay. Okay, now take eraser. And erase these excess parts. I'm just going to erase these excess parts because we don't need it. Now again, I'm going to do the same thing. Okay. A little bit of erasing is needed. Okay. So now it's done. Our coronavirus is also ready. Okay, now so our instructions to COVID. When flag clicked, hide. Where is hide? Hide, show. Okay, and then go to events. When I receive COVID, show. And then go to motion. Go to x minus 100 and minus 107 and 45 y is 41. Okay, and then glide, okay, glide x to 1, this is 15, y is 15, glide 1 second minus 48 and minus 74. Glide 1 second to x 55 and minus 69. Then go to control, wait 1 second, instead of 1, give 2. Okay. Okay. Instead of 1, let's give 2. And then go to control, repeat 10. Then go to looks, change color effect by 25. And then go to motion, turn 15 degrees. And then go to events, broadcast. Instead of COVID, we're going to give a new message which is protected. Okay. Now let's go to Abby. And let's give Abby from events. When I receive protected, looks, say infected for 2 seconds. Okay, let's give the same message to Avedi and D. and also characters too. Now let's check if Averi has got it, and yes, see, Averi has got it. What about D? Okay, D hasn't got it. Characters 2 has also not got. Okay, so it was given to backdrop D. Let's delete it. Now let's check. And B has got it. And VD has also got it. D has also got it. Characters 2 hasn't got it yet. So let's give it to characters 2. Let's give it to characters 2 and delete it from here. Okay, characters 2 has got it, but this is not infected. This is protected. Okay. So now there's a small change for COVID. It's glide 1.5, glide 1.5, glide 1.5. Okay. So we have done so much and we have completed our project. Now let's check the result.
If the people do not wear masks, then what will happen? If the people do not wear masks, then what will happen?
Okay friends, so now we have completed our project, which is the animated project on COVID-19 coronavirus. And I hope you have liked this animation. So let us meet again in another video. Till then, thank you, and let us meet in another educational video. Thank you and happy learning.